Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Blood is My Friend. Today I'm going to teach you how to make Harry Potter wands. Now I already have some being spray painted at the moment. I think they're done actually. Okay. Still kind of wet. Okay. So, first I'm going to show you the supplies that you need. Now, this part is optional. You can hot glue some marbles, which is what I'll be doing on this one. You need some of these things. These like make it actually look like a wand instead of using sticks that you find out in the woods, but you can do that. And then, oh my god, this bag. Wire. Now, this one is also optional, but you can wrap wire around your wand to give it that special something to your wand. Okay. This wand is still kind of wet, as you can see. So what you want to do is, when you leave them out to dry, make sure it's nice and bright outside, because it'll take about a couple of hours if it's still nighttime. It'll take more than just a whole night, because I left these out to dry overnight and that was a mistake because they're still kind of wet. So what you want to do is try and dry them in the day. Now what you also need are some pliers to cut the wire. You could also use scissors, but using these types of wires are, in my opinion, easier. So, let's say you wanted to make a wand. Right here. And let's say you wanted a handle. You can use the wire and wrap it around like this. Grab your wire. You get the size that you want. And then you use the wire and cut it. And bam, easy cut. It was pretty clean. And it wasn't as hard as scissors. Now what you want to do next, because this part could be your handle, optional, is, let's say you wanted to wrap it around like a true handle. You could just wrap it around like this. Now, the type of wire that I used is easy for molding into shapes. So I'd highly advise get some wire for easy for bending. Now, you can find this at Hobby Lobby. That's where I got all the supplies at. And let's say you think that your wand is, your wire, the wire that you're using is too big and there's leftovers. Well, what I do is wrap this around so it doesn't fall off. And I just use all the wire I have left. But if you have a long wire that you want to get rid of, you can just get rid of it yourself. Now, and then use your wire and your little clippers right here. And you see that sticking out? You probably can't because my camera's kind of out of focus. But what you want to do is grab the part that's sticking out and kind of bend it that way, so it won't slip like this, because as you can see right now it's kind of slippery. Like, watch. So what you want to do is kind of tighten it on the other side Now, this making a wand is not easy because you want to customize it however you want. You want to give it that little something. I like to do that. I like to make all my wands different. Now, I take lots of people wanting to buy them. In fact, that's why I'm drawing the wands as we speak. Those are for the people who want to buy them. Okay, now if for all the supplies that I got for it cost like 23 bucks. Now, you can use your fingers for this part, but it's kind of more difficult. So what you want to do is grab these, put this over that, and that about right here. Get a close up. Okay, now, and then just kind of tighten it so it doesn't slip off, you know. You kind of want to make it as tight as possible so it doesn't slip off. And bam, look, it doesn't slip. So, there you go. Now, you can use a nearby knife or pocket knife or maybe just another stick to kind of like carve it so it looks more like that instead of this. But if you're lazy like me, it'll still look pretty good, not scraped. Now what you do next is, let's say you wanted a more unique look. Well, you grab your nearby spray paint. I only have 2 at the moment. I'm going to pick up some red and just kind of spray it on there. You could use, but if you want to give it that interesting touch to make it all shiny, you can use gloss. Now, this type of gloss works really well on these types of wood because it'll make it look really shiny and it will look like an actual Harry Potter wand. Now, after you're done with that, you just take some random spray paint, your choice. You could pick up, like, let's say you wanted a blue wand with a green marble. You could just spray paint that and then put a marble on it. Now, if you want a marble on your wand, spray paint it first so you don't accidentally spray paint your marble. And so after you're done making your wands, after you're done making your magical wands with all the wire and all the supplies that you got, you okay. And then, let's say you wanted a plain black one. It'll look like this. Now, I didn't use soft wire, I used paper clip. You could use that too. And I used bamboo for this. Bamboo also works really good. This is my first wand I made. And so, it kind of looks like a Harry Potter wand. So, those are easy steps to make magic wands. You just buy some of those really good thick sticks. You spray paint them, and you could even get some small paintbrushes and put soft designs on them. Like, let's say you wanted flowers on them, you could just paint the flowers onto them. And so, your magical wands from Harry Potter would look really good. Now, before I end this, I just wanted to point out the only reason I have this only part painted is because I'm going to paint the rest brown, the darker brown that's over here. Anyway, so that's how you make a magic wand. I'll see you guys next time on Blood is My Friend channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I encourage you to try these steps for yourself, and, well, that's it. Goodbye.